What's the deal? We're live. We're back. The assassins failed again. And we are back on the YouTubes. What's the deal, Zoom? What's up, everybody? What's going on, chat? Oh, hold on a second. Damn. See, I'm not forgetting this time. High as fuck. No. If I was, I would forget to turn off the mute button. But I didn't. So we're good. I'm functional. A functional Wix is worth 2 in the bush. I don't know. Fucking quote me on nothing. I don't know, chat. Right now, taking it slow and patient. I mean, look at this garbage that's playing out right now. I mean, kind of have no choice here. But doesn't mean we can't trade or do an analysis to prepare for a trade. Let's jump down to the weekly as we're driving down. Broke the previous weekly low. Daily. So we ended up closing kind of indecisive on the daily, right? Bullish. But what I will note is that we closed below. We closed bullish, but below the daily resistance. You see how we respected that right there? So this candle closed below, which tells me that if we were to drive up, this candle would have closed a little bit more bullish above there. So if it closed below respecting resistance, we have now established this as a resistance on a daily. And we are going to look to push up, break this high, and then the eventual drive further down. So the daily today might end up actually at some point, I don't know if it'll close like this, but at some point we might get something that looks wrong indicator. Something that looks like this today. Okay, that's just based off the daily, but we're gonna need to break the previous daily highs or get damn near close somewhere in this area, right? So we have plenty of room to head up before we do that. I believe by the end, by tomorrow, by London, or by tomorrow New York session, you'll see that happening. But for now, it's been the same story all week. It's been the pullback range session for Asian, while it's been the drive session for New York and London, and that is okay as long as we understand it, as long as we know it and plan accordingly. All right? Today's going to be another Asian range. I don't mind, but I will be here throughout the Asian session. We'll watch it range if we need to, and you know, we'll have some valuable discussions, and then we'll go about our way expecting the drive tomorrow. especially with the news tomorrow. We have news tomorrow, so just make sure you're here. Fuck, hold on. Okay, so we have, there we go, we have NFP, unemployment. So we have 3 red folders tomorrow at 8:30, and then we have ISM services. We have PMI at 10. Okay. Typically when this happens, you'll get mixed news, somewhat of a whipsaw and then a drive, so we'll plan for that tomorrow. But we might be ranging because of the massive news tomorrow. And when I say ranging, I mean we're ranging in a big range. It doesn't mean that we can't trade. It's a pretty massive range. Let's jump down to the 4-hour. The 4-hour the last 4-hour of yesterday's candle closed doji. We're gonna need to establish something here. This 4-hour is gonna need to close. I can already tell. It is like 90% chance we wait for the 4-hour close unless we get a drastic drive here. Let's look on the hourly and let's see what we can map out. I think this looks solid. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay, we should spend, as I mark that up every night, this should be our big range that I was talking about, right? Somewhere in between here and here. We should stick around. We should stick around somewhere between 2036 and 2050 before the news tomorrow, which I think will be the catalyst to close us out for the week and get us to either end here, either 50 or 30. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. 40, so this little area here is 40 pips of range. 33 pips of range. Above 46 to 50. So if we get up there, we are gonna have to make sure we're gonna have to, there's gonna be no off the rip buys here. We're gonna have to establish a support once we break up, or if we break down, we're gonna have to establish a resistance below. What I do pay attention to, like I said, whenever we range like this, whenever it gets this ugly, right? Whenever you get this little ugliness going on, right? We'll typically have to break out of 46 or below 41, and then we'll drive the other way. And my understanding is the 4 hours bullish, right? Our understanding is we got to come up, and we also can look to the higher time frame to dictate the overall or the higher time frame move. If we respected resistance here on the daily, remember I just said we're going to look for a top wick and come up. So can we take buys to 2050 if it sets up? Or If it doesn't set up, can we pay attention to the candles driving up here and recognize the fact that it's not, that it's topping out, right? And that we're going to start coming back in range, right? Can we recognize this idea then? And then act on the fake out to, you know, for the eventual drive down. Right? Because I believe we're going to have to either tap 50 or re-break it maybe up to 53, 55 areas, right? Before we drive down, because that would fall in line with the daily grabbing a top wick here and then driving down, grabbing enough orders to break the previous daily low. I'm expecting somewhere 52, 52 area before we start breaking down. Because 52, look at this wick over here, right? That's the area I'm really expecting. Look at this wick here. This is something we got to fill and break, but I think across the board over here, we're going to have to look for a rejection to come down. But remember, this is the daily. It can take a long time. You might be here for the next 12, 15, 18 hours before it does that. So let's really plan for this session, and if we understand we need that top wick, can we take buys for the top wick? The only thing I'm skeptical of is the drive up right now, because typically when this happens, we'll come back down in range then and then drive. Coming home from the gym. Yeah, I went to the gym earlier. Honestly, I don't feel well. It's a high driver for large volume momentum in the market. You can see them on higher time frames in most markets. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Daily close below support or respecting. I'm confused with the support and resistance here. The daily closed below. There's a level on the daily, right? There's a level right there, and we closed below it. So I'm expecting this to be a top wick and continue down in range. I don't read this as a level. It is a level, but I read this as a level. If we were to come back down here and reject, then I'd want a closure above here. But right now, or more actually above there. But right now, I'm kind of disregarding this level, understanding that we're going to have to fill this higher overall range. And the higher overall range is right here. Okay, so let's break out of here. Let's establish 47 as a support, and then we'll look for buys up. If it just continues driving, at any moment I'm going to expect a rejection to come back down. Are we bearish? So the daily closed bullish. I'm bullish for the session, but I'm bearish for the daily overall because the daily closed bullish below resistance, at resistance. So I am bearish overall. But you gotta understand, that's the daily. The session, anything can happen. We can have buys or sells. We can have buys then sells, or vice versa. Okay, first 15 closing here in 15 seconds. It's gonna close above. The hourly doesn't have much of a bottom wick, but the 4 hours bearish. The 4 hours got a bottom wick. We're gonna look to establish this area as support now. So no positions, not on the initial breakout, nothing. If it drives through, great, let it drive through. I have no problem with the market doing that. It'll give me an indication of what it's going to do after. $52, yeah, but it's going to be a while till we get to 52 is a good area yet to then reject, come down. That's what I spoke about earlier. I think 52 is our top wick to come down here, in this case, not to come up. Chat, give me a second. I'll be right back. Hold on. Let's see. So here's the thing we can practice also. You've seen how the daily closed bullish here at 2043, but below resistance. You can practice that now on other time frames. So now you have a 30 closing bullish, right, above the range, which is great, right? But how can you establish now 2046,987 as a support? Well, maybe this candle closes bearish, right? Maybe this candle can close bearish, but above 2046,987, respecting it, right? So if this is the candle, you can kind of use the same logic we just used for the daily, right? We closed bullish above. We respected this on the 15, even though it closed bearish. And the 30 is still going to close. The 30 at that point will still be above 2046. So now we've held this as a support. Can we now get a bottom wick breaking this previous 15? That's going to close. Breaking the lows, tapping the next support where we can drive from. Let's go. I'll just use logic, right? Next support, candle seems to drive off of here. So if we can break that low and tap in the area where we drive from, things become a lot easier knowing that you've held this, you've grabbed orders here at liquidity areas, and now you have a bottom wick, and you're coming back up in range where you don't have a top wick. What do? You take a buy on the flip, expecting this candle to fill the rest of the range and at least this wick right here, right? Just ideas, right? And if when they come to fruition on the charts, you have to act on it. It's what you do, not what you know, that matters, right? It's how you apply what you know. Learned my first 3 months of trading, how it really works the past week, and now profitable thanks to you. Good job. Very good job. Glad to know my analysis slowly matching up to your daily analysis. Very nice. Good job. I'm not even sure what your last comment was, but you are forgiven. Well, let's figure it out. What was your last comment? Should we forgive you? I have no idea where it even is. Where did you type something? I don't want to go looking through that. Watching these streams genuinely help a lot. Hope. That's the point. You get some value out of it. Hearing noises here. Alright. So, can we close like this? Are we coming back down in range? Will it do what we just drew out? Or are we going to come back down in range? It's good, been off for a month. Yeah, a lot of people have been, King. This was the holidays. So a lot of people called it in end of November, early December. Captain taking off till 2025. I mean, whatever he decides, he's the captain. Wants a vacation? Take a vacation. Buy or sell, please. Bro, I'm in buy. Should I close it or not? It's number 1. Alright, so please bro, that's number 2. Yo, you need to, honestly, Rashawn, Rauf. Yeah. Why are you barking at me? Rashawn Rauf. But yeah, somebody needs to give you Martin's number. I think Martin opened the signals room yesterday. How long you been trading? 5 years. Bro bought it as soon as he heard you say it could drive. I understand. Yeah, he's still down. Yo, people probably hang on every word we say, and I gotta be really careful in how I say what I say, because my confidence should not be mistaken for position here now, right? There's got to be logic behind it. There's got to be a whole plan behind it. There's got to be an army behind it. Catch anything in New York? No. It's beef. Because people's trying to get a wick entry when you and Don say a flip. Yeah, I realize that too. Hold on a second, chat. I'm in Novi. What? All I know, Tino, is wherever you're at, the C8 is right there with you. Yo, how I get all this blonde hair all over me? My daughter just walked over. She's like, I took a shower, gave me a hug, and now I'm fucking... You're shedding! Get some horse mane or something. Alright, so 30 is going to close here back in range. It's going to close bullish, which makes it a little tough. Like I said, this is highly likely the next hourly trade. I'm going to need all these things to set up. I'm going to need to clearly establish support, resistance outside the range. Just need that olive. Yeah, the olive hair oil. I know. How many years take me to profit with 3? Clinton Township, National Corktown, let's link Tina. Oh, hold on. You in Michigan. What are you doing? Are you gonna drive by the factory and throw your engine at him? This thing sucks! Ah! That's the ultimate fucking getting pissed at customer service. What? I'm gonna be right there. What you mean I'm not under warranty? Give me 20 minutes, bitch. He's going back to the factory. Why are you in Michigan, dog? Who hurt you? I like Colombia Tino much better. I don't like Michigan Tino. All right, 30 closed here, chat. See if the 5 and a 15 can respect this as a resistance. Watch the Vilk video when you worked at Walmart. Yeah, that's funny. Being Colombia in 12 hours? No way. I was just kidding. Ask and you shall receive. Word. Why are you going to be there in 12 hours? I'm not streaming tomorrow. I need you on stream here. I need Colombia Tino on stream. Wait, Tino's back from Colombia? He's back from Colombia and he'll be back there in 12 hours. It's crazy. He's driving there too. Straight from Michigan. Be on Zoom Sunday? Nice. You're gonna have to make sure we save you a seat at the table, dog. What should I do in MIA with my wife, Wix, for V-Day? Leave her in the hotel room. Fuck wrong with you? Yes, Colombia Tino back in full effect. Can't wait. Wix, answer me Discord channel. Oh, man, you're gonna have to wait. I got like 1,000 messages on Discord. I've been slacking, chat. I gotta go through so many messages on Discord. It's like, What'd you send me in Discord? Send the charts here. Actually, no, never mind. No charts here. Not after the last asshole. Literally. Wix, answer my question. Say please. Stop demanding. Been slacking on Zooms lazy because they didn't let me join while I work, but I'm planning on switching to a different shift soon. I'll be on every day. Yes. Join us on the Zoom. Remember we said before drive, we typically have to break out of a range and then come back in range and drive through that range. So let's see what happens. We only broke out on the smaller time frame on the 5:15. We didn't really close above on the 30, but we got some room here on the 30. The thing is, it's below this resistance, this 30 resistance as well. Guys are putting Fugazi signals in the chat. I mean, gotta wait till Martin's here. Nothing moves without Martin. Nothing. Damn, is this the same two at the door in the Zoom? I keep letting people in the Zoom and it's always two more people. You guys are showing up in pairs. Martin's gonna phone in. He's looking for parking. Taking chat signals, you deserve to lose. Except Martin. Oh man. Yeah, chat. I'm just the opening act for Martin here. What time do you stream on Sunday at your table? Same time, same place. It's just not public, it's private. But other than that, same. It's Sunday session because it's a Monday in Japan, right? Or it's a Monday in Asia. So it's Monday morning in Asia, and we're streaming Sunday. It's basically the week open. Where is Mr. OK? He's Mr. Alright from now on. Working hard to quit my job. That's so backwards. Yo, I'm working hard to quit this bitch. The hardest job I've ever had was quitting this shit. It's harder than the job itself. That's wild. I'm really putting in some hard work to quit working here. I should be on your side, chat. Like, I think I'm better at trolling at this point. And then doing only 2 days a week as a nurse since I worked for my degree. You know what I don't want to be? Your patient when you blow your account. Like, I don't want to be in the ER and you show up right after a blown account trying to take my blood work or something. I'd be scared as fuck. Nah. What? Damn. That escalated quickly. Bro's gonna miss all the veins. Where he'd be like, fuck the rubber band. Like, fuck the needle, just drink this shit. Aren't you gonna discharge me? Nope. Wheel yourself out. Okay. Close back above. I wouldn't mind taking the last 15 of the 4 hour either here because this, since we just grabbed this bottom wick here on the 15, right? If we get this closure, I want to see where it closes. I'm gonna want the 5 to give us a wick too. This is key because now you want this closure, right? This is technically resistance now. You've closed bearish. So you technically want a closure above there. Let's see. gonna wait on this 5 to close here. See how it closes. We stay above or the fill of the wick here is 10 pips. Yeah, I can't take a position here because since we're below the range, we can. This can just be a top wick to flip back bearish. So we're gonna need a closure above. It's gonna drop. I think it'll drop eventually after it grabs some more highs. After it breaks the daily high, the previous daily high, which is at 2051. I think that's possible. Hey, Tino, join the table. Again. Right? Yeah, again. There you go. You have a 6-month pineapple. Look at that. Look at that rainbow pineapple next to your name. It's pretty dope. Finally afford it again? Shit. A few more trips to Colombia. You can just you can just buy the Flex Room membership. Lifetime Flex Room. Thought he already in the table. He was, and then like he got up. Valentino making some money. Yeah, Daniel. I think MFF sent him your payout. Should have did the Flex Room. True. Oh, Fort Lauderdale right now. Wicks from Chicago. Go enjoy yourself. You're from Chi-Town? Shit. That's a double vacation. You get out of Chicago and you get to go to Florida. Double whammy. That's dope. Go enjoy. Go to Las Solas. Made 3% on the fund this morning watching the sunrise. Nice. Well, the sun set already, so party time. It's Thursday. You're on vacation. It'll be hard to make it to tomorrow's New York stream. Have you heard of Nova funding? No. We need that don't stop picture as a donation alert. Yeah, you know what? I was pulling up to the gym today and I saw that stop sign and something in me said, nope, don't stop. So I blew right past it. And then I was like, you know what? On my way from the gym, I'm going to take a picture of it and let everybody know not to stop at this stop sign. Meanwhile, everyone took it all like, oh, he's brilliant. Don't stop. Keep going. Don't quit. No, bitch. I did it because I blew the stop sign. It said stop. And I blew it. Everybody's all like, "Oh, he's an amazing guru. He has all the best fucking." Like, no, I just drive like that. There's no spiritual anything in there. I know people at home was like, "Oh, he's talking to me. He thinks like, damn, if I just don't quit and keep going, I'm a success." No. I didn't see the stop sign, blew past it, and then it was a don't stop sign. Took that bitch as a challenge. Shit said stop. I'm like, a word? Challenge accepted. I don't know why every time I imitate a car, it sounds like a fucking, like it's on a AA battery. Like, what car sounds like? It's more like the Energizer Bunny. Hugo. True. We closed above. I need a bottom wick ski, or this can just drive for all I care. Last 15 of the 4 hour. Pretty much called it. We said we're going to end up seeing the 4 hour through. And the tough thing here is you expect a top wick on this 4 hour, and you expect a bottom wick on the next 4 hour to, you know, just bring a little more confidence to the position. Right? So if we're expecting that, it's tough to take a buy now, expecting a pullback on the next 4 hour in about 12 minutes. Chat, drop a like, sub to the channel if you enjoy showing up here for this range this week. You looking hella fresh today? If by hella fresh you mean scruffy hair and a wrinkled ass shirt, you should see me tomorrow, fresh to death. I'm gonna look like this, except it's gonna be all the same clothes, just a day older. He talked too much, but no trade. Okay, well, you can trade. We can spend quiet time here, but then it would be a lot of dead air. No entertainment for anyone. There's just nothing for me to take. How much you think you spent on smoking your whole life? I never even thought about calculating that because it's irrelevant. Like, it's like driving around the block for no reason. You're just wasting gas, right? How are you? What up, M10? What's the deal? Crypto doing crypto things again? Yes, sir. I think that's because Mr. Kramer said something positive about Bitcoin and the fucking thing flew. Right? Am I right? Just chilling. That's right. He said BTC can't fail and it sank, but I think it came up after that. Do you have more than IB? You mean a LB? A pound? Or not? The I is not even next to the L on the keyboard. So I doubt if you made that mistake. I swear I fucking hear noises, yo. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's the waterfall. The whole thing, the mechanism for the pool waterfall is right behind there, and I hear it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that noise? Oh, this shit dropped. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. And if the chat catch an attitude, block it like it's hot. Block it like it's hot. Block it like it's hot. There's people in your walls. There are. You guys hear them? It's crazy. Definitely called that pullback. Trades called. Let's put that into trades called. Remember those days? People used to do that shit. Trades called. I ain't take it, but I called the shit out of it. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna wait on this 4-hour close here in about 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. BTC just tanked $1,800 in 10 seconds. Bitcoin, it's parabolic. It's supposed to do that. Wait till Elon tweets or something. Farzo's off the meds again. You know what? We're just gonna fucking start straight lining. Like, we're gonna put an IV to the forehead instead of giving you pills, Farzo. Can't be picking and choosing when to take your medication. So the good thing is we're closing bullish and we're leaving ourselves some range even if we are to reject 2047. We tapped it already. We broke past it. We're leaving ourselves some range to come up here. Right? So I think this gets very interesting here. right? Let's close above because look at all these wicks. This candle and drove up. This candle and drove up. Rejected here. Wick drove up. Right. Rejected. So we got at least this area where they'll get to. Once you close above, every time close above right there, respected, drove up. So for us to look for buys, we would need a strong bullish closure here. Otherwise, it's either a range or we're coming back down. And if we close like this, most likely we're going to come back down just to grab some orders. So you might see like either a really weak candle, bullish or bearish next candle, or you're going to pull up, grab a top wick, and come down for a 4-hour pullback to then drive up. We closing like this. Sells could be valid. They could be valid, but I'd need a heavily bearish 30. Probably below right here, below 2045.7. And after we get that bearish 30, even lower right here, right? 2045.2. After we get that bearish 30, I would want a top wick up to 2047. And then a flip down, indicating that the hourly is not going to continue driving up. All right, so that's where I stand. Wix 9 like clockwork, brother. Like, what's like clockwork? It's a good movie, by the way. If you guys ever have a chance, go watch Clockwork Orange. It's a really good movie. You know what's another good movie I recently ran across that I haven't seen since like Blockbuster days? There's a really good movie. Train Spotting. If you guys haven't watched Train Spotting. That was a cool movie. Love our movie segments. Yes. Number 2 sucked, but number 1 is a timeless classic. I enjoyed both those movies. But you know me, I watched them back in the 1900s before all the crazy graphics and CGI effects and all that. I know what it means, Toker FX. I just wasn't sure what you were referring to. I know what clockwork means. Requiem for a Dream was a... fun fact, chat. I watched Requiem for a Dream get filmed. I used to live, when I was growing up, when I was a young kid, I used to live like 2 buildings away from where they supposedly filmed, or from where they lived in the movie. But so when they were filming it, there's a scene there when Jared Leto and I forgot what's her name, they're throwing airplanes off the building. And I remember like being in the playground of those buildings, between the 2 buildings. And I remember they were doing this whole big thing filming it. And only later I figured out what movie it was. Jennifer Connelly, yeah. I literally lived like 4 minutes from where they filmed it. Only thing I've seen being filmed is the last season of Stranger Things, because they needed it to look like abandoned Russian buildings, and my city was the perfect fit. Funny thing about the last season of Stranger Things, I got a connection to that too, but we're not going to get into it right now. Four-hour close here, chat. 30 closed bearish. The hourly's closed bull. It's closed bull above this little area. But the 30 held resistance. I think if we are to drive down, we're gonna have to come up and grab a steeper top wick. We might have some buys here soon, chat. Let's see how this. Oh. Let's see if we get some 5 bullish closures. Let's see if we can respect support here. This isn't enough of a bottom wick for me to really get in here right now. Although it's... I think we're gonna have to come down and tap 2045 for me to consider a buy. Because yeah, the hourly falls in line, the 4-hour falls in line. 4-hour has another 4 hours, right? So it could keep creating these lows and flip in 3 hours from now. The hourly flip here is interesting. I don't know how high, because the thing is, the 15 closed bearish below the most recent range, and the 30 closed bearish too. So even though typically I would be in here on the break of the highs of the current candle, they're not falling in line. These time frames aren't falling in line. They're printing side by side here, and I can't take this buy. Because at any moment, this could be a top wick for the further drive down, since we close back in range on the smaller time frames. That could be the initial indication of the drive down. If it isn't, and we start closing above here, then we'll look for positions. But you're gonna need a 30 closure here above. Either a 30 closure, or we get a 15 closing above 2047. And then the very next 15 will have to break the lows, flip the hourly bearish, and then re-break its own highs. And if that can happen, then we can take it on the next 15. Until then, I just can't be in a position here. Like, we can't trade these fucking 5 candles here. Or I can't. Why don't you go off the 1 hour wick fill? Because I have to take into consideration other time frames. I can't take that bottom wick. It wasn't enough a bottom wick for me to consider this having enough liquidity to drive through. And if it was a steeper bottom wick, I might have thought about it, but it would have had to come down without the top wick. And I mean, at any moment with that 15 and 30 closing bearish below resistance, this can just be a top wick for the drive down, especially with a small bottom wick and no top wick. I mean, what would we have had there? We would have been, they gave 11, yeah, 10, 11 pips if you got wick to wick or flip to wick. I can't be in positions that I question in my head, like, because like if you told me you were in this position, I'd be like, I don't know, you know, like. And if it's like that for me to take a position, I just don't take it. There's been weeks last year where we had like 2 or 3 weeks in a row we didn't have positions. Like middle of the year, I think it was like March or April, something like that. But we've had like weeks with no position. Then we had weeks with like 7 or 8 positions. So it's the nature of the cycle right now where we've been kind of ranging and pulling back for the Asian session. And the drives happen for London, New York. This isn't going to be the last time markets like this, not the first. It's kind of habit at this point, right? Let's, like someone said, we just do this clockwork. Like clockwork. You always trade just when you're streaming? Does it happen that you trade when you're offline as well? I trade in the evening, like very rare. Maybe if I notice something at like 1 a.m. or let's say when I'm on the New York stream, like a lot of times I'll have my own trades outside of dawn. A lot of times I'll have the same exact trades as dawn. Just depends. You take any trades this morning? No. I had no trades this morning. Five rejected here for now. Still have my Blockbuster name badge. Might be worth something. So you know you got 228 likes. Yeah, honestly, I had no idea. What I see is 15. My likes do not update. YouTube did this sometime last year, like middle of the year, just all of a sudden my likes stopped updating. And then it like fixed itself. Somehow like a few months after that, like they automatically started showing up. I think the same thing's happening. So I see 15 on the dot. I don't think it's gonna grab more highs if you look at the higher time frame. It's nowhere like where. What's the higher time frame? We got some range to 50. Quite a bit of range to 50. About 30, 40 pips there. 30 pips. The math ain't math in chat. The viewers I see at 818 on the dot. On the dot, 818 on the dot. Where like it could have been 818 and a half, but it's 818 on the dot. I don't even think things can be 818 on the dot. It can be like 820 on the dot, 800 on the dot. All right, rejecting. Rejection. What's the half for? Wix, what you gonna do with the money when you grow up? What money? I got 3 daughters. That shit is spent. It's already. It's gone. It's not even accounted for. It's just gone. I told you guys before. You guys will never sit in the shade of the trees that you plant. It's not meant to be. That's just how life works. You got to come to terms with it. You watch the 1 minute chart at all? Yes, for news. And it fucking worked out like a charm today. I just didn't get in the trade. I was fucking running late for it. It's stupid, but it played out. It was good. Funny, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I watched the rebreak of the push on the news. I saw it. Stores weed instead of money? Yeah. Cannabis connoisseur. Good night, you're knackered. That's a new one. Anyone else knackered? That's so British. That's actually funny. Negative RR. I got a funny story. You know what? On second thought, I can't tell that story on YouTube, and if I tell it, and if I tell the YouTube version, it won't be funny. So weird. How Bono? We need a Bono wick. If we get this Bono wick. Damn, Eddie's tight. Kick him out, Eddie. Eddie looked tight. He looks pissed. What else we got on the Zoom? Who are you yelling at? I seen him pointing his way out the room. Seen him talking like he meant it. Oh, we don't hear you. You're at the door. You're in already. Oh, that was your girl. Right. Look at me acting like I didn't know. Obviously, like. It's normal. That's standard. Eddie, you ever work out on an empty stomach? You ever hit the gym like in the morning? Like before you eat? I always feel like that's like a waste. Like you could get more out of it if you really have a really good breakfast.
Yeah, if you're carbed up and you go to the gym, your pump is better because carbs hold more water in your muscles. So it's a lot better for your lifts. You're
Yeah,
stronger. So
I know, but then I got people, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time at the gym if I didn't eat. And then I'm like, see, my response was always like since when did a workout become bad for you? Like whether you eat or not. Like
yeah, exactly. Regardless, you should.
you should still go, right? Like, yeah, that's how I felt yesterday. I wasn't gonna go because I didn't eat in the morning, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go on an empty stomach, and then I carb the fuck up after. But I was like, I was debating, and then I thought to myself, like, since when is this bad for you, even on an empty stomach? When is it just work? Yeah. else is over there? Caleb? I don't know who Caleb is, or do I? I don't know. Let's see if we get this closure here first on the 30. Eat McDonald's before game like Ocho Cinco? Yeah, but I don't play games. Carbs will have me ready to take a nap. Yeah. No, I like to get a good meal in, like a good hour and a half at least before the gym. 2 hours. I was surprised at the gym today though, because the shit was empty. I thought I was gonna fucking bump into people. Like yesterday I showed up early, so I was like, alright, people are probably working at this time, so it's empty. Today, that shit was empty. I know La Fitness be packed as fuck though. La Fitness always packed. Use the fasting strategy to lose weight before it gets popular and stops working, or before the fasting markets catch up. All right, breaking up here. Breaking up. Can we close? It takes time to use what we eat as fuel for the body, ATP and such. I used to take ATP. I think that's what it was. Caffeine, nicotine, do my 8-hour shift, then eat once I go home and do my workouts. But it's very little eating. You need to eat more often, even if it's not big meals. Follow me for more health advice, more gym advice, chat. Yo, we need to grow the IG, chat. We're slacking. Go to the gram. Follow on Instagram. We're slacking over there. All right, 5 minutes for this 15 and 30. Let's see if the 30 gives us something. Let's see if we can get a Bono wick. Drive up. Life of speed. Yeah, McDonald's is tough. Yeah. You know what though? You know, before I started working out, or when I started working out, like the dude that got me into working out, he was like, look, man, because I was tiny, I was skinny as hell, and the dude was like, look, you gotta eat. I was like, I can't eat, like I'm not used to eating a lot. And he was like, look, eat bad food. Like you eat junk food, start off with eating whatever you eat, junk food, whatever you can eat, right? Like if you can't do fucking 5 eggs in the morning, if you can't have like, you know, a hero, like a turkey hero, like 2 hours after that, like eat. He's like, just get yourself used to eating first, and then you'll switch to clean food. But he's like, you got to get used to eating, and that's what I did. I got a little chunky, but then like I got used to eating, and I switched to like, you know, way better food. It's hard to eat like, you know, chicken 3 times a day or steak a couple times a day, and it's expensive too. But at
I
that
agree,
point,
bro. That's why I
at
agree.
that
I add
point,
these frappes.
yeah, but frappes, you get yourself used to just taking on more. But I eventually then just, you know, and I wasn't, when I started working out, I wasn't even like, I wasn't trading. It's I don't know. It's not easy to eat a lot, but then you get used to it and then you eat. Unless you hella athletic, you set yourself back. Yes and no, because you without getting used to eating, you probably wouldn't grow in general or in the first place. Smoke before the gym. Yeah, I smoke a J on the way to the gym, when I walk out the gym. Got to build the habit. Yeah, I had to build the habit first, and then I got used to eating. Then it was no problem. Like a few months in, like I got chunky. Like I noticed it. Like you get belly fat, but uh, you become kind of like a little skinny fat, but you get used to eating, and then as you hit the gym, you start bulking up. Dirty bulk, yes. You're 157. How tall are you? Ice baths? No, but I take cold showers. When I take a shower, I take a cold shower, cold water. It's hard to keep your diet, right? When you have kids that are school age, because like, especially a lot of kids, like, or more than one, like you have to get them snacks, right? For lunch. Because when they go to school, all the kids have snacks, so they gotta have snacks too. And then there's 3 of them, so they all have their own snacks, and then I'm like over here like snack city in the pantry. All right, let's see how we close. On the 5, on the 15, on the 30. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need a bottom wick here to roughly 2046.5. And then we'll have a buy stop. Or, wait, hold on. Yeah, 2046.85. Chat, I'm gonna have a buy stop here on the break of the highs. Right here. Ideally, we break the hourly low. That would be ideal. We flip on the hourly and then come back up and flip here on the 30. Remember, on buys, you should account for spread too. Oh, the song, the volume song? Yeah, let's see. We got a flip on this 15 chat. The reason I'm not in here off the wick chat because this could be just the hourly driving down, right? This could be the hourly holding resistance and coming back down in range. So that's why I'm waiting on the flip and I'm not in yet. All right, so let's see. This is a perfect area. If we were going to reject, this is where I'd want to reject from. We called this before. All right, from these wicks over here. Remember, we discussed all these wicks. This candle up, this candle up, this candle. So this is a perfect area to wick from. But is it a bottom wick or are we closing back in range? Right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Typically, if it's to flip, it flips just as fast as it makes the bottom wick. So if we were going to draw it, if it was going to flip, it would start coming up pretty quickly here if it grabbed enough orders. Did you set a big stop? I'm not in a position here yet. Okay, so here's the bearish flip on the hourly and the 4 hour. Can we now re-break the highs? Need the music? The music is there. That song isn't. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna go talk to JP. I gotta go call my money printer. Be real, how many of y'all? No, I don't think. I think there are maybe some new people here. I don't. For the most part, I think people are pretty aware of how we trade and what we need. I don't think people just. Although there's 840 people somewhere in there, like probably like a few jumped the gun, but that's not. It's. I take that into consideration, and I'm okay with it. Well, you guys shouldn't be okay with it. Whoever's done that, but like. It's part of the learning curve. You kind of need to do this to realize that that's not the way. Why don't you take wick entry if there's no top wick? Because there's a pretty decent top wick now on the hourly, right? This is just the 30. So I want to be sure that we are coming up. There's enough range for us, to grab 10 pips out of, 15 pips, 20 pips out of. 35 pips of range above there. Yeah, I mean, if you were able to wait a little bit and like enter the 2046.9, 2046.8 areas, if you caught somewhere, if you got a buy somewhere in this bottom wick, I mean that's a very good buy, because I believe even if you close bearish here, you'll have to create a top wick, and if you create a top wick, I think you'll probably re-break this current high. Not by much, maybe you won't re-break it, but you'll get damn near close before driving down. If that's the case, if the lower you had an entry on this bottom wick, the better off you are. So even if it takes a few hours to still come up, I agree with that. Yeah. For now, I agree with that. Is this it? The 5 certainly doesn't look like it. Will we get activated? Show us GJ.
How about no?
Look at how big this shit has grown. That's what she said. 300 likes? Dope. I still see 15. Check the 23 in a minute. This sucks. No, not in terms of like sucks for us. No, it just this isn't good if you're really looking forward to this trade. I don't care. Like, we don't get a trade here, we don't get a trade here, but this 15 closes like this. I'm gonna be forced to close out this buy stop. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna delete the buy stops. We're gonna have a 15 closure here back in range. So let's see if we can close a bit lower. But even if we don't, I want to see if we can come up here off like initially without making a bottom wick and create a top wick for the previous 15. Because if that's the case, if this candle can do this now and create this top wick here, we can take that flip down because now we're creating a top wick for this area where we didn't have one before, so we're grabbing orders there. And then if it flips, that'll also be your hourly coming back down and flipping bearish. So let's see if we can reach those highs. Right, because that would be also the 30 flip. And then a rebreak of the lows on the 30, then we would have a top wick on the 30 after. Don't forget, it could flip and drive. But the way that 15 closed here, and we're still side by side, and we opened with no bottom wick on the 15, I can't take the buy on the break of the low. I mean on the break of the high here of the 30. But I can wait till it does break that high, creates a top wick for the 30, and then comes back down in range again, where I can take the break of the lows. On the 15. But I need it to come up. This might be our last attempt of the evening for something. It's the last 15 of our session. Yeah, Captain's been MIA today. He was here yesterday. Captain's been putting in work though every stream for like the last few months since he got here. So you can have a day off. I think he was there this morning. No way, this guy is a real trader. Figment of your imagination, bud.
minute. Who are you?
Spread his ass and cheeks. AI. This is AI trading. Love you, brother. You guys seen that mailman? Love you, Stank. Love you, Stank, old booty. he funny as hell. That's my boy. See, that's somebody I could hang out with. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Message. Oh, wow. What a game. Are you guys watching this? I'm watching the end of the Bucks Spurs game. It's been wild. The last 30 seconds of the game right now. Ooh, Wembanyama rejects it. What kind of league is this? The two best players on the court right now. Wembanyama and Antetokounmpo. Crazy ass names. You seen that block? I think he's on a minutes restriction too. He stepped on like the ball boy's leg. It's funny. They showed it. He was doing a shoot around, and he's so fucking tall. He's like 7'19", and the ball boy is like 4'3", and he was just looking straight and stepped right on him, right on his foot. Didn't see him. It's crazy. And he got pissed. Didn't even jump to block. What's he gonna jump for? He's got like a 1-inch vertical, and he still reaches higher than you on any spring. All right. No beef in the chat. You guys are never gonna meet, and you're never gonna pull up on each other. So stop beefing. Focusing on the wrong thing. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Focus on these charts. Damn. 16 seconds, yo. Can Victor hit a 3? I think not. He gonna be guarded too, though, right now. Giannis is on his ass. He ain't letting him go. Holding the jersey. Ooh, shoot that 3, boy. Ooh, you had your chance. Now, second to go. That's it. That's it. All right. Coming down, coming down, coming down. We never broke the previous 15 highs. So with the 30 having no top wick, I'm gonna wait, but we are back in range, so we're faking out. We can still wait for the same thing we were just waiting on the 15. We can wait for the same thing on the 30, because it'll fake, right? If we close like this now, you have a fake out coming back in range. If you have a fake out back in range, let's get these orders where we never grabbed them, which is above this area, right? On this candle. This current candle, we've never come up and grab orders there. So next candle, hopefully, you can grab orders there in order to, because look, if this is where we started and all we got is here, we probably need to come up higher to get further. We need to grab more orders, more liquidity to come up here, come down there. So that's why I would expect the next candle to have a top wick into that area and then flip down into range. And what do we know about candles that open with no wicks? and never come back to make one, the next candle will typically make a wick for it. This would be your pineapples. Oh, you're drawn out from New York. It's a little tough. Yeah, I mean, that would be a decent position there. For now, though, I mean, this has been our session, chat. This has been our session. Oh, and this one we just opened when we came onto the stream. This, right? That's, yeah, that's the 8 p.m. candle. 8 to 8:15 right here. We want to drive out the range. Nope, reach resistance and fucking side by side barcode. You think London will be the same? I think you'll see more range till NFP tomorrow. PMI tomorrow, yeah. I think you'll see some range. I mean, we'll trickle up, trickle down, I guess, if this is how it goes, but I mean, if this is how we close, I'm gonna probably call it a session. We'll see here. About 6 minutes. It's been that kind of week. Wasn't meant to be. Maybe the markets don't want us trading the first week. Last year on the second day we had our positions, and then for like the next 5 or 6 days. What's the max you get per trade? When I'm here on the hourly. I do hourly plus commissions. I don't get paid for trading. The broker, like whatever you spend, your broker. Like what kind of question is that? What's the max you make? I don't fucking know. What you vaping on there? That's blueberry haze. Blueberry haze. You're teaching me patience. Believe me, it's also improving mine. What do you mean no THC pens? What did I just show you? Are there any setups we were looking for on gold? Yeah, we're looking to finish making this fucking table before Sunday, so everybody at Wix's table can have a fucking seat at it. This shit's gonna need a leaf and a few more legs, though. If we can just do this. Market's a fucking barcode. There's nothing you can do right now. Want to play the range? Enjoy. 1 minute time frame and fucking have at it. 4 hours gonna flip bearish. But what you don't see, typically, you can once in a while, but typically, especially now, is this like in one candle, you'll typically form a resistance, right? Then you'll typically re-break the highs to grab the orders that this candle right here didn't, or this didn't, and that's why it bottomed out here, and then you'll have the finish off the range. You typically don't have this. Market needs candles turn around. Needs some time. Needs to grab more orders. Even in Naples? Yes. Plenty. Donvo channel? I sub your channel. Oh. Donvo is very lucky to have you. Best time to buy. Any word on GJ? No word. Music playlist, old. Actually, no. It's gold. The name of the playlist is gold. That's the actual name of it. That's crazy, right? I think it's a sign. We should keep the playlist and keep gold. The name of this album is Gold. I need to get Harris Heller here on stream. 30. The 1 hour closed doji. Big rejection. But it closed doji above here. I would expect, even if it flips a bottom wick in it, I wouldn't, let me put it this way. Not even if it flips. I'll be more correct in what I look for. I believe if it is going to eventually drive down here, we'll have to come up and re-break the highs. We'll have to come up here 20, 48, 49, 50 area. Somewhere in this range. Probably around 48. So I think that's where it's gonna go. We can't trade this. We can't trade this barcode. You can. I cannot. It's been that kind of week, chat. But New York session's been paying, right? New York session has been great to us. So GG in the title. Been watching streams for a while now. Don't think people are going to stop asking till you take it off. Perfect. Fall right into my trap. O'Doyle rules. What? Least clickbaity Forex live stream. I'll take it off when we get to 100k subs. Deal? I'll even throw in bitch in there. It'll say only gold, bitch, comma, bitch. Here's GJ on a second tab. You know, that's funny. I have a second tab open and it's also gold. I don't know why it's even open. Yeah. We ranged for the entire Asian session. 6 hours or 7 or 8 hours of ranging for Asian session this week. I'm gonna call it a stream here, call it a session. Oh, let's see what these guys are up to. Bougie's on his fucking 8th bowl of fucking peanut butter and honey. What you drinking over there? Melted ice?
Nah, I'm just drinking on water and lemon.
Water and lemon. That's healthy. A girl does that. That's what she drinks. She drinks hot water and lemon.
And then I get like the little ginger packets from Trader Joe's and then just put it all in there. So
Ah shit, you be running in there acting like security, right? Just walking out. W the packets. Caleb, what's up, man?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Going good. Where are you from? Do I know you? Have we spoken?
Nah, not really, man. I just joined recently.
Nice.
Australia.
Oh, no
Other side of
fucking
the
way.
country, though.
You don't say with that
From
accent.
yeah, I got like a WA accent. It's like the west side of Australia.
Oh shit. A lot of Australians. That's crazy. Why aren't you sleeping? Isn't it late? Oh no, it's morning.
Nah, it's like it's 11 a.m. for me at the moment.
Yeah, it's morning.
You guys have the best hours for trading.
Dude, yeah, like before the time zone change.
It's perfect.
before,
They
like, it
literally
was so
catch.
chill.
They catch the entire day. The work day is Asian London, New York. That's their whole work day, and then it's evening.
Well, there was 8 a.m. before, like a couple months ago. It was like 8 a.m. and then 3 a.m. for London, and then New York was like yeah, 9 or 8 o'clock, some shit, 8 p.m. at night.
What a goated place to live if you're trading Forex. Like, it's just convenient. It's so fucking convenient.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
Not good for the overtrader.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
rethink my beach.
Come to Perth, man. It's chill. We got good beaches, good weather. It's chill.
Sounds interesting. Yeah. Tom, what's up, man?
Yo,
You got a trade in
good.
today?
How are you? I did a sell. And
Where? Where'd you get in?
47.18.
Oh, you're fucking smashing it.
But yeah, just 12 pips.
How long you been trading?
About 4 years.
All right. You always traded price action, or you did something else?
Sorry?
You always traded price action, or you used to trade?
No. I just started price action and I just thought that I could pick some things up from you as well.
Awesome. Well, somebody got a W today. I didn't have a single trade. Not through New York, not through now. It's been a tradeless day for me. Tested the shit out of my patience, though. So, I'd have to agree with Mr. Donvo in the morning when he said we didn't have any positions, but it's still a W because it tested our patience. Still a W because we got value out of it, and we got some good conversations, and we got some jokes. Guys, fellas, if there's ladies in the Zoom, ladies as well, Thank you for showing up. Oh shit, Rohit is in the waiting room for Zoom. You're a bit late. I'm calling it a session chat. Yeah, I'm gonna be out. Mods, thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Love and wisdom to you all, chat. Everyone in Zoom, thank you as always for coming through here. I truly, truly appreciate it. Drop a like before you dip if you enjoyed today's session. Sub to the channel. Turn on notifications. This way you know when we are on. Other than that, you guys know the deal. That's my
Have a good night,
time.
everybody.
And another Asian session is in the books. PM Eastern, Sunday, private session. Be there. Wix's table. Good night, everybody.